Mysterious discoveries in Africa that no one can explain. You might have heard about discoveries that left you baffled, but today, we are particularly focusing on such weird, mysterious discoveries in Africa. Fasten your seatbelts because we have brought something worth the while. Unusual discoveries have been made in Africa, but no one has been able to explain how they came to be. The researchers are still puzzled by these findings. We are here with a list of the 10 most bizarre and unexplained discoveries made in Africa. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Number 10. Stone Circle at Mzoura, Morocco. Even now, the origins of both them and the Mzoura Stone Circle remain a mystery. Mzoura is Arabic for holy place. The region is not far from Tangier and is located around 15 kilometers south of the port of Asila. A total of 167 stone monoliths, the tallest of which is around 5 meters high, surround the 55-meter diameter elliptical tumulus at Mzoura. It has a stone beneath the surface that is around 7 meters long, according to the locals. It was thought that the megaliths had been hammered and polished by hand. They are arranged in an exact elliptical pattern. However, because the majority of these tales are made up, the location of the discovery continues to be a mystery that no one has ever attempted to solve. Number 9. Unidentified Queen of Egypt. In 2015, some archaeologists uncovered a woman's grave from the ancient kingdom of Egypt hidden between the Great Pyramids. Inscriptions on her grave referred to her as the king's mother and wife, respectively. She is unknown to anyone. She is referred to as Khentakoues III by historians, who believe she was the daughter of Queen Khentakoues II. However, it is unclear whether she was Pharaoh Nefertiti's wife or Pharaoh Menkaher's mother. Number 8. The Great Pyramid's Secret Chamber, Egypt. For Pharaoh Khufu, the biggest pyramid was constructed over 4,500 years ago. More than 2.3 million stone pieces were used to construct this enormous monument, which is approximately 150 meters high. However, it had the appearance of having 3 rooms inside until recently. The most peculiar aspect is that the Egyptians purposefully designed the secret chamber to be completely inaccessible. There are no linking lanes or corridors. Nobody has yet seen the interior of the hidden chamber or given an explanation for its purpose. Number 7. Desert Fairy Circles, Namibia. It resembles crop circles of a much wider size in the desert. Scientists have been perplexed by some really bizarre fairy rings that are located in the Namibia desert in southern Africa for years amid lush grasslands that stretch for 1,100 miles. It consists of a collection of rings that are empty and range in diameter from 2 to 15 meters. Why do these circles exist, and why does grass erupt everywhere, but not inside the rings, but just surrounding them? Scientists are beginning to understand that there are 2 possible explanations. Plants may be vying for water, or smaller plants may be dying off at the boundaries of a patch of grass because they can't get enough water, leaving gaps every so often. According to researchers, termites devour flora on the surface while they tunnel beneath the ground in quest of nourishment. Additionally, they battle over territory, which leads to one colony eradicating another. These hypotheses might be true. Number 6. The Dendera Light, Egypt. On the wall of a temple in Dendera, there is a sizable relief that depicts an odd image. According to a credible interpretation, it depicts a pillar holding a serpent and a huge fireball as it flies out of a lotus flower. Not just because of the pillar's arms, the image is weird. The only room in the entire temple without fire lamps was the one that exhibits Dendera light. Researchers have uncovered artifacts that demonstrate Egyptians used lamps in all areas of the structure but this one. How then did they see anything if they didn't have a primitive light bulb here? And why would they hang such a sophisticated image on the wall in such complete darkness? Number 5. Ancient Tools, Lomekwi 3, Kenya. For a team of academics, discovering the ancient tools in Kenya changed everything. Sanja Harman, an archaeologist at Stony Brook University, and her group found stone artifacts they named Lomekwi 3. They got ready for a thorough excavation of the site a year later. At least 20 artifacts, including flakes and anvils, as well as 130 more, were discovered on the surface. The fantastic tools appeared to have been created on site, then discarded. There were no human remains or animal remains nearby that had signs of a weapon. No one knows what those tools were used for, but they are estimated to be 3.3 million years old, 700,000 years older than the oldest tools ever found. Number 4. Stone circles of Senegambia. There is still a lot that is unknown about the Senegambian stone circles, which are claimed to have the highest density of stone circles anywhere in the world. They have a 62-mile radius and cover 200 miles of the River Gambia. There are reportedly at least 1,000 stone circles and other structures scattered throughout the region. They are believed to be between 400 and 2,300 years old, however, researchers do not know exactly when they were constructed. The stone circles are divided into 4 main areas with approximately 29,000 stones, 2,000 smaller sites, and 17,000 monuments strewn about them. In addition to the stone circles, the area is also littered with stonework graves, pieces of metal, and pottery. Researchers don't fully understand the stone rings, but the statues have blocks and pillars, and the stones stand apart or are arranged in rows. Number 3. Quartzite, Madagascar. On a small island near the eastern coast of Africa and Madagascar, researchers made a specific sort of rock discovery in the early months of 2019. Even though each new rock find is thrilling, this one is particularly so because it simply shouldn't be there. Quartzite was uncovered on the island by Columbia University researchers who were able to conduct the research thanks to a National Geographic Society grant, despite the fact that quartzite is often only found in locations with high pressures and temperatures. But the scientists discovered that it actually formed up a mountain on the island. Finding quartzite where it shouldn't be is a puzzle, though. Number 2. Sky Blue Stone, Sierra Leone. Just when you thought that geologists had uncovered every kind of stone and rock in existence. However, Sierra Leone, a country in West Africa, has a lot to offer. A mystery blue stone was found in soil dating back to 12,000 BC in 1990 by a geologist and archaeologist by the name of Angelo Pittoni. No one was able to identify the appropriately named sky blue stone, despite the pieces being sent to laboratories in Germany, Rome, Utrecht, Geneva, and Tokyo. However, they could all agree that it was unlike anything they had ever seen, and that it had nothing in common with any rock. It had to be manufactured, right? They did discover that it contains silicon, oxygen, sodium, calcium, and carbon. The mystery stone appears to only originate from soil layers that are 12,000 years old, suggesting that it may be a byproduct of an undiscovered ancient civilization. Number 1. New human species, South Africa. An ancient, previously unidentified human species was found in a South African cave where the remains of 15 hominids had been excavated. The fossils were discovered in a cave in Maropeng, close to Johannesburg, that was incredibly tough to get to. The newly discovered species was given the moniker Homo naledi and placed in the same genus as contemporary humans. International researchers excavated more than 1,550 bones in 2013 and 2014, including those of infants, adolescents, and elderly people. The bones haven't been aged yet, but they all have the same morphology. In Africa, several unusual objects have been discovered, and it's unclear how they came to be or how they work. Africa is the second largest and second most populated continent in the world. It is hardly surprising that a wide variety of unusual objects have been discovered buried within the bounds of the Black Continent, given its huge size. No one can explain these unsettling finds in Africa. There you have it, Displorers, mysterious discoveries in Africa that no one can explain. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend.